What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily astrology horoscope for Tuesday, May 16th, 2023. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, fixed air moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. Appreciate you all so much. Thanks for being here with me. Hope everybody's having a good week so far. Well, Jupiter is now in Taurus for the next year, so congratulations on getting through a year of Jupiter in Aries. Not that that's a terrible place for Jupiter by any means, but we're on to the next year, Jupiter in Taurus. So that's a big deal. I'm going to do a live later today in the afternoon, evening, doing Jupiter in all 12 signs. So I'll post that and schedule it, and you'll see it come up if you want to check it out, or the recording will be there, but I'll let like each sign know what that could look like for them. So that's coming. But as we look at today's astrology, Jupiter in Taurus. This is what's up. I mean, I like Jupiter and Taurus a lot, to be honest, because it is Venus ruled energy and it's the other benefic, the other benefic's home. If there's any earth sign Jupiter likes to be in, it sure isn't Virgo, it sure isn't Capricorn, but it's Taurus. So I like it because this is going to give us kind of an amplification of, I think, a steadfast approach to getting more value, to believing in what is quality, to believing in yourself, to kind of just bringing more structure and steadiness to your own higher belief systems. So this is going to amplify a lot of situations. Maybe beliefs around money, monetary stuff, could start to go through changes in people's lives. So you're just going to start to see what really is value from a higher perspective. Like Jupiter wants to give a more enlightened perspective on things. So also it's coming up with on the North Node. So I think that that's something to look forward to, as well as like that's a very beneficial aspect in my opinion. This is showing us a lot about where to go right now, like where to aim our arrow, what to believe in, and start to do the approach and get there. But this does give us a steadfast nature. And you know what? Like it's wild. Like things that feel good in your life might start to change. Things that taste good, they might change. Like you're going to start to see like the belief around certain things physically about whether it's like senses. They're going to start to either get amplified in a good way, or you're like, oh, this doesn't feel as good as it did, or this tastes better than it does. So this is definitely a more sense oriented, like you're going to start to really feel through your body sort of intuitively what is better in life. So yeah, congratulations on that. It's always a big shift when we get a Jupiter ingress. It is still square Pluto, so, and now they're in the same sign, so like the square is really, it's tight, and I think we're just gonna feel it more, because again, like the value of different things, or how the bigger outlook on our values, like they're trying to see the future with this square to Pluto and start to initiate different ways to build that and like be a master builder, and like what we really do want to create and grow in our life. So again, could be seeing things change in our life, because again, it's almost like certain things are outdated, so they need updates. So our belief systems are getting updates, our journeys are getting updates and downloads about what's going to be more valuable in the future. So accept those downloads and, try not to hold on too tight to things if they're fleeting. Like if certain areas are fleeting, don't try and just, I guess, like believe and like willfully believe that it's going to be there. Even, you got to trust your senses on the matter right now and see if it really has like quality in the future, which we might not be able to see yet, but I think it's more of a feeling aspect right now. So it's like really feeling what quality is in your life. It's also Moon Chiron Day, so that definitely brings up some sensitivities on this Tuesday. Kind of, God, this Moon in Aries, like it really does want to act. It really does want to bring some fire and some passion. And I think that with, again, Jupiter in square to Pluto and Mars and Jupiter in their square and Mars opposite Pluto, like, I mean, we could be extremely passionate, like overly extreme. And, it could be transcending wounds because we're realizing what we really want, what really makes sense, which is great. So there's that aspect too. So this is like a good time to realize what are we trying to take action for? Is it unlocking the key to different levels of self-worth that I think Jupiter is trying to amplify now? And like, that's a really good quality. So it's like seeing that if we empower ourselves and we dig deep, we can lay the foundation and the groundwork and like start to really stay on a steady diet, if you will, in Taurus, to acquiring the actual physical things we may want, or the feeling of life that we want, or just a way to, amplify the presence of the abundance that we're here, that we are. We are abundance, and that we can see come to fruition in reality. So this is like a good day, I think, to see bigger for what you want and what is quality, and to not hold yourself back. But it can be a sensitive time with doubts or feeling like, how would I ever do that? Well, step by step, step by step, steady does it. Like Jupiter and Taurus, like the tortoise beats the hare. You know what I'm saying? Like the slow and methodical and thought out, and like really putting the quality touch on everything you do pays out. Rushing the situation with Jupiter opposite the South Node, and with Pluto square these nodes, and Mars starting to square these nodes. Like, don't look for big, quick fixes right now. This is like, I mean, even the moon with Chiron, it's like, I want it just now, in Aries. Like, I'd feel so good if I had this now. Dial in your beliefs to the future. Dial them in to keep just putting in effort and work, and doing the little things that will make a huge difference. They really will. So like, that's where I think we're getting a check to, is like, okay, like, yeah, use your passion, make things happen, but don't skip steps. That's even what it's called when Pluto squares the nodes. Like a big skip step, or any planet for that matter. So I think we're really having to quality control, quality check a lot right now, and that can make us feel debilitated or set back or frustrated, and transmute that. Like, nothing has to happen like that. We're so trained in society these days, like everything's instant, boom. You order a package on Amazon, it'll literally come the same day. Like, we're very trained to get things quick, fast now. You will get more abundance in taking the time to put in little detail in any aspect of your life. And today's a good check. Like, did I pay attention and put in effort where it counts? Where I could have just gotten lazy and, said, F it. Like, put quality in there. And don't feel like it's making you take 3 steps back, or you have to get somewhere super fast. You patience. That's Taurus's patience. There's the, steady wins the race. Steady does it. I'm telling you, that's where big value expansion is going to happen. But it, again, over time. Like, don't, you don't have to rush it. So don't feel like you have to rush things today. Just empower yourself in being present and taking things step by step. And the moon's going to enter its balsamic phase. So like, really, don't think you have to rush. Like, nothing of value ever comes from, a snap. Even like if you have a genie, you get through, 3 wishes or whatever. Like, seems like it, but every wish always seems to cause some kind of a hiccup. So we always think that it's just one thing, one quick thing will fix everything. Like, no. Quality and effort, time, persistence will get you closer and closer every day to, again, just confidence that you can do something without feeling just set back. So a little bit of intensity's there, but not terrible. Definitely not terrible. Other than that, it's Taurus season. We're closing out a lunar eclipse, or a solar eclipse that was in Aries. 29 degrees. So we haven't even really felt this full Taurus season yet, and I think this is the first time this Taurus season with Jupiter coming in where it is getting amplified. So like, all these Taurus qualities of like beauty, our self-worth, quality of life, feeling like we can do it, the capacity to create abundance for ourselves is going to get amplified more than it has throughout the last 25 days. And when we get the new moon at 29 Taurus, like, yeah, it's the last day of Taurus season, but that's when we're really, I think amped up for putting quality effort into physicality. So we're right there. And yeah, the sun's going to start trining over to Pluto. So there's some nice aspects here before we get the Sun-Saturn square. There really is. Also, Sun sextile Neptune's going down. That's building up over the next couple days. So and it's still Mars trine Neptune. Like, again, you just don't have to rush things right now. See the vision. See the vision. See the beauty. Like, there's so many good things that want to happen. We all just feel like it has to happen right now. And it doesn't. Like, the best things take time. And Pluto's about to come back into Capricorn and remind us of that, like, to be completely honest. So I know we all want to get ahead of ourselves. Just put effort into your day. Chill out. Find time to do the things that you want to do that bring a quality into your life, and like make a tradition out of the little things every day that feel good, that taste good, that smell good. Today's a good day to identify what those things are and to put the effort into them. So hope you feel that way too. Let's see what this old Rider Waite says. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Yeah, I mean, I think that Fortune's just kind of getting going here. Like, you talk about Fortune, like Jupiter in Taurus, like that is some fortunate energy. Like, that's like a collective Jupiter in the second house. Like, there's a lot of fortune out there for us. It's just like we're almost scared of just like staying dedicated or on the journey for it. Like, we're all in a place where we want the dopamine, the instant quick fix for everything. There's no fortune in the quick fix. Like, it's just being able to let things spin, let the planet spin, let your life spin. Like, don't be afraid to see where everything's gonna line up if you stay on it for quality. And you don't have to force your hand too much. Like, let things kind of show up so that you have a good barometer of how to respond. Strength reversed. Oh boy. Yeah, we don't want to overdo it, be too forceful. Pretend to be over, competent either. Like, there could be humbling aspects today with a moon Chiron, even though they can feel like, ooh, I can really make things happen. Like, we don't have to overdo it or prove anything. I feel like the strength card reverse wants to prove something. It wants to show off its strength. Like, we again, I say this often, but we don't have to flex on anybody or anything. Steady wins the race. And I think, the ability to show patience right now and to kind of like put the little touches in that really matter, like, that shows more strength right now than, well, watch how fast I can make this happen. And the Two of Cups in reverse. I mean, maybe there's a little bit of conflict of interest with other people in our lives. Maybe people are going to hone more into their values, start to see the bigger picture there, and it's quite possible that, like, it might bring up some kind of weirdness. But again, I think that, we're not having to so much like relate to what other people's version of life is as much. Like, I think there's a good acceptance of that, but we really got to focus on our own, wheel of fortune. This every day, the wheel spins. How to make it more fortunate, how to do the right things, how to know the right times to put in a bunch of strength and a bunch of effort, and the right time to sit back and let things sort themselves out. We might want someone else to just come in and make things feel better. Like, yeah, that's all great. And if those things happen, outstanding, that was part of your wheel turning and something to respond to. Like, don't feel like you need, again, another person to be your fortune, your jackpot on the wheel of fortune in any way, or to, or even rely on their strength. Like, we gotta figure out, how to relate, but not to be needy at the same time. So, all right. Love you all very much. I'm going to do Jupiter through the houses and for all the signs, if you will, later today. So, catch you later. Much love. Peace.